Hello and welcome to the RPG that is the real Phil G, coming to you with another episode of Space Engineers. So, last time I left off, I had went and did a bunch of mining to get components to build up some things. Mainly, I think it was mainly for the thrusters. So I added some thrusters. Oh, and I also built up the what you call it here, the reactor, and I've built up a jump drive. Um, so while watching other people, I realized one thing that this is definitely missing. I am still missing a uh either I don't know if I can use a beacon or if I have to use an antenna, but I'm missing like both of those, and I definitely need to add more weapons to this. Um, so I think that's what I'm gonna be focusing on today is doing a little more additions to the basic design of this. I also I saw something and it got me thinking. I want to put like a catwalk through all of this, just so that way, I can get around if I happen to be walking around inside the ship. So let's take a look at that. I don't even know what to call that. Like, is it a catwalk in the game? I guess so. Gated catwalk. All right. Oh, graded catwalk. Well, let's go ahead and put that down. Let's get rid of all of this because I'm not going to need that for right now. I do want to look at beacon. All right. Oh, there's two different beacons. Okay. Like, what is the difference between a beacon and an antenna? Because it says beacon is used to broadcast its position, which, I mean, that's kind of what I want it for. What does an antenna say? Antennas can be used to broadcast positions, message HUD markers, and allows for grids to be accessed and controlled from a distance. So I could use this as a remote control as well. That actually may be better. Yeah, I think we'll do an antenna then. Planters. Oh, it's just a decorative block. Okay. Oh, laser antenna. Is that in there too? Yeah. Is there a difference? Laser antennas do not broadcast as a signal that other players can see, but instead require direct line of sight. Ugh. So yeah, that's better for probably like a base, like that I know the exact location of. Whereas this is going to be moving, so I might not want that. Okay. Um. All right. So catwalk. Let's go to 9. Ooh, how's this gonna work? Because I can't go right up to that. Ooh, no bueno. I know what I could do. This is gonna be stupid. Well, hold on. Maybe I can. No. All right. So let's remove these, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in the catwalk right here. Yeah. See, I can just do it underneath like that. And before I forget, because this one has 2 sides, so I'll have to do it on this side as well. And oh, I didn't go that far back, did I? Yeah, we'll have to do that too. All right. And then for my hydrogen engines, go ahead and put that back. And you know what? Being that they have the, the connector on the bottom. Oh, here, we'll do this. I think I actually have enough room to put it on the end there. Yeah, I'll put one right there, and then let's weld that up just to be sure. We'll turn off for now. All right. And then my other one will and now you get to turn off. All right, that actually kind of worked out. And I still have like a lot of room to work with around here. Don't know how I'm gonna spread the rest of this out. Oh, there's a catwalk over here too, huh? Well, I mean, I should be able to fit the catwalk on there now. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to put it underneath this all the way. And it's funny, I really think I only want the catwalk for like this area. Like, I don't think it's really necessary anywhere else. Because I'm gonna have, oh, I can't even put blocks underneath that, can I? Or can I? Let me see. This is for a little test. Nope. That's fine. Let's go ahead and let's see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. I can only pick up 5, which means I'm still building stuff. By the way, I did have to go through a lot of materials. Just to get oh, I think it's the materials I have are for these. Yeah. Inventory. Okay. Will that be enough for these guys? Oh, why do they need tubes? That's crazy. Let's let me look at my production, because I know I can't quite add everything that I want to right now because I'm still building these up. And I still need like a ton of cobalt and platinum. I almost have enough gold. Let me make sure. Alright, so I'm refining platinum still. I'm refining cobalt. I've got nickel and silver for some reason. Is that all I have? It's my... Oh, wow. Alright, so silver. This is like all the gold I have. Let me do that again. Or... Platinum's being refined. I've got 19k. But that's going slow. Energy low. Already? Okay, so I do have 392 gold there. And then I have other gold too. Oh, that's in my refinery. What about in my assemblers? Yeah, see, there's 288 there, and then I've got 300 300, another 400 right there. So for gold, I should be good. I I don't think there's enough platinum still. Cobalt. Let me look at cobalt. Got that little bit there. I'm essentially getting all the cobalt as it's being refined. So I'm going to have to do another cobalt run. Which sucks because that's going to take forever. Is that the one? Let me look at that refinery. Refinery. This one is 200% yield. And this one, oh, so it's not as much yield, but it is a little more efficient. What do I have? I've got 3 yield and a power efficiency. Okay. That's fine. So how does that mean for refining cobalt? I should be refining the cobalt on this one instead. We should switch it, yeah.
Energy critical.
Alright, alright. I'll get some energy. Where am I at? Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go get more cobalt in order to continue. I'm not gonna like make you guys suffer. Oh, one thing I did do is I added more left and right thrusters to this. So yeah, it's not even anymore, but it turns a little better, I think. So that works out for me. I'm going to skip through all of this refining and mining stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video right here for the recording purposes, and I will see you when I feel like I have enough materials. So enjoy this real quick time lapse. Okay, so I've already gone and mined a bunch of ores, got a ton of gold, and that's refining. Um, I I know in the last episode I said I was gonna see if I could find the moon. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and do that now. Uh, Hoping to be able to see it on the other side of the planet. So, and while I'm there, I like it, obviously as long as I find the moon, I'm gonna look for some uranium, and we're gonna bring back a load of uranium so that I can get the reactor up and running. Um, Mainly to help with power for the base, because I'm noticing that one of my batteries, like, it's fully charged, but then it like fluctuates, like, so it'll say depletes in 10 hours and then it fully recharges in 3 seconds. So it's a little weird. I'm thinking that there might be a power issue. So I would rather stay out of the atmosphere or gravity. Or is that the gravity? I don't see any gravity, but I got the uh the compass going at the top. So that's different. I don't see any planetary gravity, so I guess I'm good. Um but yeah, I think that having some uranium that might help with making sure that I don't run out of power on the base. I did also have to build another refinery, so that way I can like get through a lot of the materials a little bit quicker. I'm gonna throw a few, like, that's another reason why I need uranium is I want to put modules on there, like yield modules, and then I want to be able to also uh, do a fourth reactor, three for the base. So that way I can just process these materials in a much more timely fashion, I guess. Like I'm tired of doing the exact same video every week because I don't have the materials. So I need to ramp up production, and that's I hope that uranium and having like a solid amount of uranium is going to be what I need to do in order to solve this issue so that I can start producing faster. Yeah, I'm like teetering on the edge of planetary gravity. Let's get out of the gravity. I'm on. I can't believe I'm like still that close to the well. I'm hoping that I hope that I'm correct in thinking that the moon is just like on the other side of this planet, because I honestly have not seen it, and none of these other planets like could be it. Like the moon is like flipping huge, and the only thing that I have that's remotely close, look, I believe that's Mars. Like I don't even know. So really am hoping that I can find the moon. Like this is crazy. Like this is episode 19, I believe, and I have not seen the moon this entire time. This is where having that jump drive would be nice. Oh, maybe I should go take on some Factorum and hope and pray I find a small grid jump drive. That'd be fun. I apologize if I'm making anyone dizzy. That is not my intention. I guess like, you know, playing games like No Man's Sky and stuff like that, like you get used to it after a while, but oh, there it is. I was right. It was like literally on the other side of the planet, just like in a way that I couldn't see it. I need to come to a full stop, don't I? Alright, and for dampeners off. Let's just go full speed this direction. Wow. Can't believe it, guys. I finally found the moon. So that kind of puts a few things into perspective. Because I did want to make a moon base, but I mean, let's see how far I am. So right there is my asteroid base. It's literally directly across. That's crazy. That feels like it's a far away. So maybe what I should do, I'm wondering if it would be better for me to like dismantle as much as I can at the base and just transfer everything over, or maybe just leave the base the way it is. uh Actually, no, I don't have a way to refine or make any materials, so I can't take my miner here and just start building a base on the moon. So I think what I'll do... Oh my gosh, back in the planet gravity again. I think what I'll do is I'll go here, I'll scout out some area, maybe maybe look for some uranium, and then get a full load of uranium, or as much uranium as I can, and take it back to the base for refining. And once I have that battery set up, then maybe at that point I start making plans on how I'm going to get to the moon with what I have. Because I can either build up, like finish building up my ship first, and that will, like, that'll have everything that I need as far as being, like, I mean, that's the whole purpose. It's a mobile base. I'm supposed to be able to do everything that I need to build a base from there. So I'm thinking maybe that's what I'll do is I'll get some uranium and start making my way to the moon. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, because I'm back to being caught up to making an episode every week. So I'm recording on Saturdays, and then it comes out the following Saturday. Maybe that's what I'll do. Like when I edit this and upload this, I might wait just to get responses from you guys to see what I do next. Can I get out of the gravity, please? Oh, I'm getting deeper into the gravity. Hold on. I like to watch a lot of like space stuff. Like Star Talk is one of my favorite podcasts because, you know, it's interesting stuff that you find on there, and it's great to hear the perspective of an actual astrophysicist. But I saw a short recently on YouTube where Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about how, like, what it's like to go into space. Like, essentially you're going left, and you just, like, you don't actually, like, the perspective that most people have, I guess, is that when you're in a rocket ship going straight up, like, you're breaking Earth's gravity, but in reality what you're doing is you're going into the same, like, you're going into the Earth's rotation, so you're just accelerating to a point that's just so fast that you break Earth's orbit by going faster than the Earth. And that's why you kind of just like float there. You're not literally, like, when you're in orbit, you're not it's not that you're floating, you're traveling so fast that you don't fall. Like, you don't fall back to the Earth. And I feel like that's what I'm doing right now, is I keep dipping into the Earth-like planet's atmosphere, so now I've got to break gravity again by going faster than gravity. And if I actually paid attention to what I'm supposed to be paying attention to, I'd notice that I wasn't really moving that fast. At least not fast enough to get away from the gravity well. See if I point up more, like, that should go a little bit faster. Keeps slowing down. Must not be at like a perfect angle or something. There we go. And now I should actually break it in like a few seconds here. There we go. See how cool that is? So now, going back to the moon. Let's stop, because now we're outside of the gravity well. And I should be able to like aim above the moon just enough to stay out of it. Now that should actually do it right there. And I feel like I've gone like the longest way around to get to the moon. And if all I'm doing is looking for uranium deposits, I could probably just look at all of these and then use my ore detector down here and say, hey, look, uranium. Wow, that's got a lot of spikes on it. What is that? It's like silicone, stone, obviously. What else is on there? No uranium, I know that. Mostly, it looks like silicone. I wonder what the other stuff is. Stone, silicone, iron. Oh, okay. What's that little one right there? That is stone, and that is it. Here we go. Let's rotate. I'm using the oh, what is that thing called? The horizon thing in the bottom corner next to the artificial gravity and planetary gravity. I use that as like a reference point, so like I want it to be as close to the bottom as possible, and then that, you'll see, will essentially move me directly out into space so that I'm out of the gravity well. Problem is the way that the game physics work, like the planets aren't like, they're round, but like the spherical shape of gravity is weird, so like it kind of messes up your alignments a little, I guess you could say. Turn off that. I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking out of my ass. So yesterday was Valentine's Day. Had an interesting experience. First time I've ever gone speed dating. Which it was okay. Met some people. Didn't get any numbers, but honestly, I don't think I was in there with the right attitude to get numbers, so. But yeah, had a few drinks. My roommate got someone's number, gave her number to somebody. But yeah, I'm just excited. It's a 3-day weekend for me. My day job, I work as a contractor for the Navy, so anytime there's a holiday, chances are I get it off, because, you know, working for the federal government, like, you could say that's one of the perks. Oh, and I don't know if anyone's ever seen this, but my roommate found this. Is Dr. Pepper blackberry. Like, I get the zero sugar because, like, to me it tastes exactly the same, and you don't have sugar, which everyone knows is not that great for you. Oh, that is a big rock. So no harm in cutting out the sugar, and, you know, if it tastes exactly the same, then why not? I mostly bring that up because another space engineers YouTuber that I watch uh, loves to end his videos saying how much he, you know, to drink the dew, and I guess I'll be the Dr. Pepper space engineer. Either Dr. Pepper, Wild Cherry Pepsi. Like, those are my two favorites. But that's what I'm drinking today. Dr. Pepper Blackberry. And I like it too because like purple is my favorite color. So when they made the can purple, like it's like they were marketing directly to me. So thank you, Dr. Pepper. I will gladly accept the sponsorship so that I don't have to work at the base anymore, and I could do this full time. Have your people call me directly because I don't have people yet. Alright, let's... Alright, I think I'm far enough from the planet now that I can just start heading directly to the moon. Okay. Let's go forward a little bit faster. There we go. UTC 6:24 p.m. Oh, it's 2081. So we're not that far into the future, really. I guess the backstory is that they developed the modular grid system in what, 2000 or something? I don't know. Like, I've not really looked into like the backstory or the lore of this game. Maybe that's what I should do next. Like, start doing some of the like the keen what do they call that, the scenarios, because I imagine there's like some story to it. It'd be fun to try. Oh, some other news. I'm going to be building a new computer. I am getting the 9800 X3D is the plan. So let me hold on here. So the reason why I'm getting a new computer is my daughter wants to buy my computer from me. Now, she helped me build this computer. It is a custom built computer. I assembled everything. Well, I was teaching her, so I picked out the parts, I bought everything, and she put them together with my guidance. So I think what I want to do is they're offering me $1,200 for this. When I built the computer, I want to say it cost me between $1,500 and $2,000 for all the parts. So I'm gonna be building a new one, and I mean, this one's not bad. I think currently I'm running the... Ooh. I know it's a Radeon. I want to say it's the 7700 XT for the processor. Or maybe that's the graphics card. I don't know, I get it all confused. Like, they throw some weird random numbers, I feel like. I've been working in IT for almost a year now, but I've grown up with knowing how to build a computer. So I've been around technology for a long time, and I typically do a lot of research and stuff. I didn't, like, at the time I was like, I can't quite afford the 7800 X3D, and the processor I chose was like 2 or 3 steps down from that one, and I was like, you know, processing power wise, I'm still getting 5 gigahertz. I think the main thing that I couldn't convince myself about was the 3D V cache. And it's because this is the first computer that I've built in over a decade. Uh, so yeah, that's going to change. I'm now working on building my next computer. The only thing that I'm having trouble with is deciding what kind of graphics card I want to get. Um, Most of the software that I've used, I'm noticing is very heavily supported for NVIDIA or NVIDIA, whatever you want to call it. NVIDIA. It's like the new version of Nutella. Like, I don't know why that came to my mind. But anywho, the new all the software that's out there, they seem to support NVIDIA, and there is, I mean, there's a strong argument to get an NVIDIA card, but the problem is they're so ridiculous expensive if you want to go even for last gen, like all the like the 4090, the 4080, like all of that is over $1,000, and that's going to literally double the cost of my computer. Whereas I can go with like an AMD Radeon graphics card. They've got the 9800 coming out, and that is, from everything that I'm seeing about it, is going to be on par with top tier Nvidia cards. I think minus ray tracing, which to me, I mean, I know that Space Engineers 2 has ray tracing, which, you know, great, but I've the this looks great, and the graphics are turned up all the way, and even with like when I, because I've got Space Engineers 2 and I've turned on the ray tracing, it still works. I don't know. I'm really debating on whether I'm going to stick with an AMD graphics card or if I'm going to go ahead and just maybe go with like an old like 3080. I don't want to go with one that old, like, because even those are starting to go up in price. Plus, there's like a lot of like shady things that Nvidia does that I don't really like. Not that AMD doesn't do shady stuff too. In fact, if anything, AMD's like kind of like my technical spirit animal, because like they're all about doing the dumb thing and missing the mark. So, not that I do the dumb thing and miss the mark. I just happen to do it all the time, and like I always kick myself about it. I mean, even when I built this computer, I got all the parts and built it in June. The moment I built it is when Gigabyte puts out a thing like, hey, you buy a graphics card now, you get a free game. And Baldur's Gate 3 was one of the games that you could get for free. And I'm just like, I missed it by a week. If I had waited one more week, I could have had Baldur's Gate for free. But, you know, whatever. SOCKS. And if you're wondering why I'm spelling the word socks, is because if you know Spanish, it's, you're saying the word, the phrase, it is what it is. So that's my funny thought of the day, I guess you could say. I need to get out of this gravity well. It's slowing me down. I got to 0.06 G, which means there's a whole, like, because it falls off after 0.05. So I got really deep in that gravity well. I'm hoping that by the time I get back to the base after all of this, that maybe most of the platinum and the cobalt, because I did get a full load of cobalt, but I'm hoping that most of that has been refined by that point. Man, this gravity well is deep. Like, it should have already, like, I feel like I should have already been out of it by now. There we go. What do you guys think? South Pole or North Pole? I think if I go like South Pole, like I stay in the sun a lot longer. I know by watching uh, watching some of the other channels, I want to say it's the South Pole. You end up being in the sun like pretty much all the time, which is perfect if you're doing uh, solar panels for your resource. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like I'll go close to the southern pole. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you look at it from this angle. Like it looks like the closer you are to the top right there, like say this is the exact bottom, like sunshine is going to be there the entire time. It's not going to go anywhere. It might dip a little bit below the planetary horizon, but not by much. That's my thought, at least. I haven't checked any of these asteroids lately, so let's see what we got. Any uranium? I need to be able to see that a little better. Does not look like it. What about these guys? Does not look like it. I need to redo this and change the cockpit. Oh, this looks like a good one. What's that? I want to use... There's another cockpit that I saw, and it puts the monitors at the top, so that might be a little bit easier to do things like this with. Like, I love this cockpit that I'm using now, but again, I need something that's a little bit more functional. I mean, I have had zero luck finding things that I need. Ay, ay, ay. This is going to take a long time, so probably fast forwarding through most of this, or, you know, the one editing trick that I do. I don't even know if you guys like that. Like, nobody really comments on my videos. I see that people watch it all the time, so I guess you guys like it. If you don't, you're not telling me, so I'm not going to change it. Now we're finally getting somewhere. Mainly the moon. 172 kilometers. I wonder if that's... Yeah, that's all of it. The base included. So, yeah, this is pretty far away. Why does that look different all of a sudden? Where's the planet? Okay. I think we want to go, like, right there. This is a weird thing about this moon. Like, whenever you see, like, the moon in real life, for example, you see craters everywhere, and I get that, like, draw distance is a thing, but I've turned up the distance on this, and it still doesn't change the way that it looks. Like, I feel like the moon should look a certain way from a distance. Like, you should be able to see a lot more craters on it, but if I had a complaint, that's going to be it. I did have a thought, though, a little while ago. One of the things that they're working on with Space Engineers 2 is water mod. Like having, well, not water mod, but, you know, having water on the planet when they do that. And it had me thinking, like, one of the reasons why they do that is because how popular the water mod is on Space Engineers 1, right? So what's to stop people from doing things like... So now, like, with Space Engineers 2, we're going to have, like, actual buoyancy and stuff baked into the game itself. What if someone were to do other liquids? Like, maybe there's a planet where it's oceans of acid, and you gotta worry about, like, corrosion and stuff on your ships. Like, that'd be pretty awesome. Especially challenging for, like, survival. Or what if they do, like, a lava mod? Like, could you imagine going to a planet and there's, like, a volcano, and it just, like maybe that's a new thing that you have to worry about it for as far as damage. Like, now you gotta worry about lightning and then fucking volcanoes blasting off. Or if you get like a super volcano, one that's about to, like, maybe that's the survival mode. You've got to be able to get off the planet before the super volcano goes off and makes it to where you can't leave the planet. Like, a lot of these ideas, I think, have been like running through my head now because of playing this game and seeing like how the things work. Uh, and I think that'd be some interesting things to add to the game. Why am I losing speed? I'm not in gravity of anything, but I'm losing speed even though my dampeners are off. Like, you guys see that, right? I'm not going crazy. Dude, my base is over 200 kilometers away from the moon. Yeah, I think, like, when I get this load of uh, uranium back to my base, like, that's going to be the move, is to maybe use the jump drive and get over here. It's like, that's what I could do too, is like, because I have what, 2 large grid cargo containers. So let's say I fill those up with as many resources as I can build, and even just take the ship as is, like not fully build it up or anything yet, and just move everything over here to the moon base, or the moon base that I will be building. And when I make my moon base, like, I'm gonna do a lot of things that I've been wanting to try out. Mainly, I want to do conveyor sorters, and then have cargo containers that are at the end that are holding all my what you call it, my components. Because that's one of those other things, like, I lack organizational skills, so I need to work on it, and why not do it digitally in a video game? A video game. Oh, what was that? That was a weird thing that popped up just there. I wonder... I can zoom with the... Oh, no. Wrong button. What is that? Oh, it's an ice asteroid. Wow, that's cool. Like, the way that just popped up on the screen was crazy. And see, that's something I could do as well. It's like, maybe I don't take the ship all the way to the moon. Well, no, I'd take it all the way to the moon. I'd just have to make sure that I build up a way for it to hook up to the base, because there's no way it's gonna land on the surface the way that it is. I'd have to like pipe it up what, 30 40 blocks or so just to get it to where it could connect. Why does the moon look like it doesn't have any ice? Like, I thought the North and South poles were supposed to have ice caps. Let me take a look with the camera. Yeah, see, look, like, you got a dark spot there. Doesn't appear to have any ice caps on it. Maybe it's just not loaded in yet because I'm still far away. Yeah, see, look, all that ice. That is not the South Pole, is it? Maybe it is, because, like, the angles. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm just like on a bad angle with the planet. Well, I'm gonna go for like this area over here, I think. That way I'm close to the ice. Maybe I can find some uranium, some platinum, some iron and cobalt would be nice. I did add all of my directions with ion thrusters now. And I'm thinking that being that my ship isn't as big as some other ships that I've seen, uh, I'll definitely have enough thrust with just my ion thrusters. Uh, I have uh, hydrogen thrusters as well to give it like that additional boost. The hydrogen thrusters are only forwards and then braking. So maybe, like, I don't know if I should keep it that way or if I should go ahead and just add them in every direction just to have, you know, more thrust if I need it. Ooh. Oh, that was the shadow. Past an asteroid, I guess. But being that I'm mostly going to keep it, like, use it for space anyway, I don't think that, I don't think it'd be a bad idea to just, like, have it as a backup. I need to probably also build a welding ship, just for even like material purposes, so that way I can have all my materials on one thing and then build up the things the ship a lot quicker. I feel like I'm getting closer. Dude, this moon is going to end up being like 300 kilometers away from the base. That's crazy. I should go like down this way so that way I feel like I'm closer to the South Pole. Still hasn't detected planetary gravity yet. There's a shadow. It must be like an asteroid or something. It's casting it on the moon. This gotta be a pretty big asteroid to be casting that kind of a shadow from this far away. I'm actually a little bit excited to be getting on the moon. Like, I think this will actually be my first time going to the moon. Ooh. STMC. Am I getting in gravity well yet? No. Let me take a look at what that is. Factions. STMC. Star Merchants. Oh, okay. Should I build inside a crater or should I try to find just like the best possible place not in a crater? Looks like I'm starting to get in the gravity well, so let me go ahead and turn my dampeners on. I only say that because my compass popped up on the top there. I don't see any planetary gravity yet. I think if I make the base, like, a big crater like this would be nice. So there's a lot of flat area. And then I also have ice in the hills, so if I wanted to, I could build like a, like an ice miner. Or like maybe a ice harvesting facility. And just pipe it over to the main base. I don't know how far of an area that is. I do know that I need to get to a point where I'm level with the gravity. All right, let's do our scout here. All right, we're almost level. Oh, I'm seeing all kinds of signatures. We got ice. There's platinum, nickel, ice, iron, cobalt. So, like, this is a pretty flat area here. We got gold and silver, silicone. Don't see any uranium yet, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There's ice underground there. So I want to find like the best spot. So maybe that's what I'll do is I'll use if I can find somewhere that has uranium, and then I'll look for the closest closest iron spot to that. Silicone magnesium, which that's kind of nice. Am I able to find uranium on the moon? I thought that uranium's supposed to be on the moon, but I'm not seeing any. I might be mistaken. And to be honest, I've never seen uranium, so I don't know what to even, like, what it even looks like. Like, I've seen people find it on streams. Ice, silver. Maybe I should... Alright, so north is this way. And I thought that's what I remember hearing about this, is it's on the north pole of the moon. So maybe I do need to be a little bit further north. Magnesium, ice, iron, nickel, cobalt. It's nice that it's around all this ice. I'm just gonna travel north. Maybe I'll get lucky and some will pop up. I definitely could run everything off of ice up here, though. Huh. I was under the impression that building on the moon, you would find uranium. And it appears that I am mistaken. Ice, silver, cobalt. I guess the next best thing then is I'm gonna have to find a good spot to build. And I feel like more than anything, iron is going to be the better resource to have plenty of. Which, I mean, I guess I could get from like a big mountain like this in the form of stone, but rather not. Ice and silicone. Let's see, this is too much shade for me. Let's go back south a little bit. Nickel, platinum. Iron and cobalt. Let's look and see what this one looks like. Because those are the two materials that I feel like you need it a lot. Yeah, these three materials right here. This is it. And there's gold right there too. Yeah. Oh, look how flat that is. Yeah, I think this will do. We got all three materials right there for nickel, cobalt, and iron, along with the ice, and then we could just mine ice and gold out here. Yeah, this works pretty good. I like this. So I'm gonna sit right here, make a GPS point. Come on, don't crash land here. I don't need to be breaking a seventh ship. And what do? Land hard. Alright. Let's do our GPS point. Moon-based scout. Alright. Let me get out, make sure I didn't break anything. Does not appear that I have. Oh, that one did. Why are these... That's weird. Some of these I don't understand how they got hit. Alright, well, now that we've made it here, I've got a scouted GPS location. Time to go back. And we're going to go around this way. Because I want to check... Well, I'm going to get some ice from this asteroid first of all. But I also want to check out asteroids along the way, because now I'm going to have to find uranium, since apparently there's none on the moon. Actually, I've already come up to the hour spot, and I know there's going to be a lot of fast forwarding, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm going to continue to get back to the base, and hopefully I'll find some uranium on the way back. But go ahead, and I'm gonna wait to see some suggestions. So leave me some comments. We'll see what I do in the following video. If you like what you saw up until this point, be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, all the YouTube algorithm stuff. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and thank you for staying throughout the whole video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!